Good morning, students of class 11th. In the previous lecture, students, we have discussed about the law of chemical combination. The first two laws we have discussed. Today, I am going to discuss about the law of multiple proportion. This is the third law of chemical combination. Clear? This law was given by John Dalton in 1804. And according to him, the law states that when two elements, listen carefully, when two elements combine to form, when two elements combine to form two or more chemical compound, two or more chemical compounds, then it was observed that the masses of one of the element which combines with which combines with fixed mass of the other bear a simple ratio to one another. I repeat it again. When two elements combines together to form two or more chemical compound, it means जब दो elements combine करेंगे और combination के बाद जो compounds बनते हैं बेटा, इसमें या तो दो बनेंगे या फिर दो से ज़्यादा बनेंगे. क्लियर? एलिमेंट्स कंबाइन किए, हमारे पास कंपाउंड की फॉर्मेशन हो चुकी है. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट क्या स्टेट करता है ये? द मासेस ऑफ वन ऑफ द एलिमेंट, जो हमने दो एलिमेंट लिए इनमें से किसी एक एलिमेंट का मास विच कंबाइंस विद फिक्स्ड मास ऑफ द अदर, वो कंबाइन करता है सेकंड एलिमेंट के साथ जिसके मास को हमने फिक्स कंसीडर किया है. इन दैट केस दीज एलिमेंट्स बियर अ सिंपल होल नंबर रेशो. तो उस केस में जो रेशो आएगा एक एलिमेंट का दूसरे एलिमेंट के साथ, दैट विल बी सिंपल रेशो. क्लियर? We can more easily understand or understood it by taking the example of, suppose we have taken two element, the first one is carbon and second one is oxygen. Clear? When these two elements combine, now we know that oxygen does not exist in this atomic form, therefore we will use here molecular form of oxygen. Clear? When carbon combines with oxygen, now from the statement it is given that it forms two or more type of chemical compound. So here the compound formed may be carbon monoxide or it may be carbon dioxide. These are the elements and these are the compounds formed. The compounds may be two or more than two. Now द मासेस ऑफ वन ऑफ द एलिमेंट, इनमें से किसी एक एलिमेंट का मास कैसा होगा? दैट विल बी अ सिंपल रेशो विद द अदर एलिमेंट. उसका जो मास का रेशो है वो दूसरे एलिमेंट के साथ कैसा होगा? सिंपल रेशो. अब हमारे पास दो कंपाउंड आ चुके हैं. फर्स्ट इज़ CO एंड सेकेंड इज़ CO2. नाउ इन दिस केस देर इज़ वन कार्बन एंड वन ऑक्सीजन. सो हेयर 12 parts by mass of carbon, because atomic mass of carbon is 12. So 12 parts by mass of carbon combines with this oxygen has atomic mass of 16. Therefore it combines with 16 parts by mass of oxygen. क्लियर? यहाँ पर क्या है कि जो कार्बन है उसका मास कितना होता है? 12. सो 12 पार्ट्स बाय मास, इट मीन्स 12 ग्राम of the carbon combines with here 16 parts by mass of oxygen, it means 16 gram of oxygen. Clear? Second case, the compound is CO2. In case of CO2 there is one carbon and two oxygen. So again here 12 parts by mass of carbon combines with, now two atoms of oxygen has atomic mass of 32, because one atom has atomic mass 16, multiply number of atoms 2, therefore atomic mass comes out to be 32 gram. Therefore 12 parts by mass of carbon combines with fixed mass of the other, that is 32 parts by mass of oxygen. Clear? Now from these two results, first result हमारा ये है 12:16 and second is 12:32. Now in these two compound it is observed that the mass of one element is fixed. and that is carbon here. Clear? The mass of one element is fixed, that is 12. तो कार्बन का जो मास है उसको हम 12 फिक्स कर चुके हैं. अब बाकी जो दो एलिमेंट्स बच गए वो हमारे ऑक्सीजन इन मोनोक्साइड एंड दिस 2 ऑक्सीजन इन कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. सो द मास ऑफ दिस 2 ऑक्सीजन here in case of this monoxide 1 oxygen and here we have 2 oxygen, so the ratio becomes 16:32. We don't write it as, we write it as O ratio O2. This is from carbon monoxide and this is from carbon dioxide. हमने सिर्फ ऑक्सीजन को क्यों यूज़ किया है? क्योंकि यहाँ पर 12 पार्ट्स बाय मास ऑफ कार्बन जो है दोनों केसेस में फिक्स हो चुका है, सेम है. तो हम बाकी जो एलिमेंट्स बचेंगे उसका अदर एलिमेंट का रेशो चेक करना है. दैट रेशो विल बी सिंपल रेशो. क्लियर? नाउ इट कम्स आउट टू बी 16:32 or more simplifying it becomes 1:2. Therefore we can say that it bears simple whole number ratio. Clear? Next example is, suppose two elements sulfur and oxygen again combines to form two or more compound, but here compound forms are only two, that is sulfur dioxide and second one is sulfur trioxide. This SO2 is called as sulfur dioxide and this SO3 is called as sulfur trioxide. Now again we have two compound named sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. Now check the number of parts by mass the two elements combines together. As we know, atomic mass of sulfur is 32 gram. Therefore 32 gram or 32 parts by mass of sulfur combines with mass of one oxygen is 16, mass of two oxygen atom is 32. It combines with 32 parts by mass of oxygen atom. Clear? 32 parts by mass of sulfur combines with 32 parts by mass of oxygen to form this molecule SO2. In this case, again 32 parts by mass of sulfur combines with 16 multiply 3, it comes out to be 48. Therefore it combines with 48 parts by mass of oxygen. Clear? Again the mass of sulfur here remains fixed. इसको हम फिक्स रखेंगे. जो बाकी हमारे एलिमेंट्स बचेंगे that is 2 oxygen from SO2 and 3 from SO3. Now the ratio of these two species comes out to be 32:48, not 64 but it is 48. Therefore on simplifying this ratio it comes out to be 2:3. It is again a simple whole number ratio. Clear? Next example is combination of nitrogen with oxygen. Combination of nitrogen with oxygen. In this case not only two but large number of compounds or oxides of nitrogen are formed, such as NO2 is formed, or it can undergo formation of NO. This NO2 is called as nitrogen dioxide, or it can also undergo formation of N2O, which is named as nitrous oxide. This NO is called as nitric oxide. Then it can form N2O3, N2O4 and N2O5 and so on. तो simply इसको हम लिख सकते हैं oxides of nitrogen into X. X may be 1, 2, 3, 4 depending on the number of atoms used. Clear? So when nitrogen and oxygen combines, it forms a large number of oxides such as NO2, nitrogen dioxide. This N2O is called as nitrous oxide. This nitrous oxide is also named as laughing gas. Next is NO, nitric oxide, N2O3, nitrogen trioxide, nitrogen tetraoxide, tetra means 4, nitrogen pentoxide. Now in all these elements the ratio of nitrogen or the mass of nitrogen was found to be 14 parts by mass. It remains fixed. Clear? Now check the mass of oxygen. In case of N2O, there is one oxygen. Mass of oxygen is 32. Clear? In case of NO, it comes out to be 16. In case of NO2, it comes out to be 32 in case of NO2. In case of NO3, 16 multiply 3, it comes out to be 48. In O4, it comes out to be 64. In O5, it comes out to be 80. So 14 parts by mass of nitrogen combines with 16 parts by mass of oxygen, 32 parts, 48 parts, 64 parts or 80 parts by mass of oxygen. Now the mass of nitrogen remains 14 here, so it is fixed. The masses of oxygen in the 5 different oxide was found to be 16 ratio, 32 ratio, 48 ratio, 64 ratio, 80. Therefore, on more simplifying, the values comes out to be 1:2, 2:3, 4:5. This ratio is again considered a simple ratio. Clear? Last point is limitation of this law of multiple proportion. The main limitation of this law is that in case of compounds where carbon atoms undergo catenation, that is compounds containing carbon and hydrogen, in that case carbon shows the property of catenation. We know that catenation is the self-linking property of one atom with another atom of the same type. It is a unique property. It is mainly shown by element named as carbon. Now in the previous law, or in this present law, law of multiple proportion, it is clear that the elements combines together in simple ratio. But in some cases the ratio may not be simple, it can be in the fraction. It may not be always in whole number, it may be in fraction. और फ्रैक्शन में अगर आता है तो वो इस लॉ की क्या बन जाएगी, लिमिटेशन, बिकॉज लॉ स्टेट्स द रेशो मस्ट बी सिंपल होल नंबर रेशो. सो इन केस ऑफ कंपाउंड्स showing catenation such as butane, pentane or hexane, these are the compounds. But means 4 carbon, pent means 5 carbon, hex means 6 carbon. And we know that ane, दिस एन मीन्स कंपाउंड कंसिस्ट ऑफ सिंगल बॉन्ड. और जब भी किसी कंपाउंड में लास्ट में जो सफिक्स है अगर वो एन आता है, इट मीन्स नंबर ऑफ एच एटम्स आर 2 more than डबल ऑफ कार्बन एटम. क्लियर? इट मीन्स द नंबर ऑफ एच एटम्स इन द गिवन कंपाउंड आर 2 more than डबल ऑफ कार्बन एटम. क्लियर? डबल ऑफ कार्बन एटम. कार्बन यहाँ पर कितने हैं? 4 का डबल क्या होगा? 8. then 2 more, it becomes H10. Clear है? It becomes H12 and this comes out to be H14. In this case the ratio of these elements found to be 2.5, then 2.4, then 2.33. all these combines with 12 parts by mass of carbon. The ratio finds to be 2.5, 2.4 and 2.33. The ratio is not a whole number ratio. The ratio is not whole number ratio. Therefore, this type of compound are not involved in law of multiple proportion. The next limitation is in case of non-stoichiometric compound. In case of non-stoichiometric compound, again the law of multiple proportion is not applicable. Now what do you mean by non-stoichiometric compound? The compound in which ratio of one element with the other, the ratio of one element with the other is not fixed as given in the ideal formula. Mainly these non-stoichiometric compounds are shown by transition metals. These non-stoichiometric compounds are given or shown by transition elements. Transition means the elements which belongs to D block element such as canadium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron etc. Clear? So एटॉमिक नंबर अगर हम 3D सीरीज़ की बात करते हैं तो एटॉमिक नंबर 21 से 30 के जितने भी एलिमेंट्स आएंगे वो 3D सीरीज़ में होते हैं एंड दे आर कॉल्ड एज ट्रांजिशन एलिमेंट्स ऑफ फर्स्ट सीरीज़. तो उन स्पीसीज़ के अंदर जो कंपाउंड बनते हैं उनके अंदर दोनों एलिमेंट का रेशो यहाँ पर फिक्स नहीं होता, इनडेफिनिट होता है. तो उस टाइप के कंपाउंड्स को हम बोलते हैं नॉन स्टोइचोमेट्रिक कंपाउंड. एग्जांपल देखो इसके अंदर, सपोज वी हैव ऑक्साइड ऑफ आयरन FeO. In the general form this compound is appear to be ideal composition, 1 Fe and 1 oxygen, 1:1 रेशो है. लेकिन जो एक्चुअल रेशो आता है बेटा इसके अंदर वो एक्चुअल में 1:1 नहीं होता. क्लियर? ये जो कंपोजिशन दिखा रखी है आइडियल है, लेकिन इस कंपाउंड के अंदर ये आइडियल कंपोजिशन नहीं होती. इट शोज नॉन स्टोइचोमेट्रिक कंपोजिशन. एक्चुअली दिस FeO एग्जिस्ट एज FEX एंड O, दिस O रिमेन्स 1.00, जो परसेंटेज आएगी इसकी वो 100 आ जाएगी। और यहाँ पर जो वैल्यू आएगी हमारी दिस x लाइज फ्रॉम 0.93 टू 0.96, ठीक है। तो कंपाउंड का जो फॉर्मूला आएगा ये आ जाएगा FE 0.93 O 1.00। अब यहाँ पर जो रेशो है वो कंप्लीट 1 नहीं है, इट इज़ लेस देन 1, 0.93 और ये कंप्लीट 1 है। तो बेटा यहाँ पर जो कंपोजिशन आती है इस टाइप के कंपाउंड की जो कंपोजिशन होगी दैट इज़ कॉल्ड एज नॉन स्टोशियोमेट्रिक, और इस केस में जो रेशो आता है वो रेशो सिंपल होल नंबर रेशो नहीं आएगा। इसलिए इन दोनों कंपाउंड्स के अंदर लॉ ऑफ मल्टीपल प्रोपोर्शन जो है वो एप्लीकेबल नहीं होगा। क्लियर।